Good evening, Daf Bet Amud Aleph, approximately 17 lines from the top. We said V'sheyu Koru'in B'sheni B'chamishi. Isaiah said that you should read the Torah on Monday and Thursday. The Gemara asks, Ezra Tiken, Ezra was the one who made that halacha. V'ha'me'ikira have mitakna. But we learned it earlier. Shiditanya. Rita says, V'yelechu shloshet yamim b'midbar v'lo matzu'u ma'im. Bnei Yisrael would travel for 3 days. They didn't have water. The people who understood the Pesukim explained it as follows: En ma'im el Torah. When it says they didn't have water, it meant they didn't learn Torah. Shneimar hoy kol sameh lechul ma'im. Whoever's thirsty, go drink water, referring to the Torah. Kevan shalchu shneimim b'lo Torah. Since the Bnei Yisrael went 3 days without learning Torah, nila'u, they became exhausted without it. Amdu v'nevi'im shbenehem v'tignu lehem. Therefore, the Nevi'im made it that they instituted that they should learn Torah. They should read from the Torah on Shabbat. Skip Sunday. Read it Monday. Skip Tuesday, Wednesday. And then you read it Thursday, and you skip Friday, then you go back onto Shabbat. Therefore, we should not go 3 days without reading the Torah. So we see that it was done before Ezra. Originally, they instituted it, but they were saying one guy reads 3 pesukim. 3 men, 3 pesukim. Keneged kohanim living Israel for the 3 aliyot. Akahu tiken tlata gavri. Ezra came and instituted that there's 3 guys who read, yani 3 aliyot. Va'asra pesuki keneged asran batlanin. That you read 10 pesukim in correspondence to the 10 men of a city, meaning that every city should have 10 men who are basically kolel guys, learn all day. And if you do 10 pesukim plus, which we do nowadays, it makes it quote unquote worth it for people to come in to listen to it. B'danin b'sheni hamishi, also they came in for court Monday and Thursday. The betin used to gather. The shchichi, that's when people were being in the cities because the atul mikra pacific, because they were coming to hear the Torah. They told them to do laundry on Thursday, mishum kivot Shabbat, to honor Shabbat. They eat garlic erev Shabbat, mishum ona, because of marriage relations. You shall be like a tree that yields fruit, which in proper time. Then Shabbat is referring to people who have relations on Friday night. Tamid should be having relations Friday night. Nowadays, no one knows a mitzvah night, and garlic can help. 5 things are mentioned about garlic. It fills people up, it makes them warm, and it makes them brightens their face, makes them happy. And increases the zera. And it kills the parasites in the intestines, which I think a lot of people say actually that garlic kills all these things in people's bodies. It's very good natural antibiotic. And additionally, it brings out love and it takes out jealousy. That's why, as I said, to increase the zera, eat it on Friday, preparing for Friday night. Next, a woman should wake up early to bake. So that bread will be available during the day for the anim if they come. A woman should always wear these undergarments because of sanua. The woman should always comb her hair before going into the mikveh. So the Gemara says, that's not Israel's halachas, the raita. The pasuk says, person shall wash his body in water. Says ben a person, there should not be anything in between his body and the water. Et besaro, again it says his flesh, et tafel besaro, that which is usually attached to the flesh, which is what we see from the Torah that hair should not be on the skin, and therefore you should comb it to make sure that all the knots are out. Amri, they say, is supposed to answer. True. According to the right, you have to check. Because maybe it's knotted, maybe it's dirty, and then you should have a separation between the skin and the water. But Ezra came and he made a special halacha that you have to comb it as well to make sure it's not there. Next halacha. Ezra said that the guys who sold perfume shall go to the towns to sell women's jewelry. About him to make them beautiful and not make them repulsive to their husbands. And the last one, he made people go to the mikveh for Baal Keri if they had relations and they released zera. Gemara says, "Doraito." We know that a person's tameh from Balkeri from the Torah. Dechti ve'ish ki titzim menu shichat zera v'rachat b'mayim et kol b'zero. Man who had zera has to go wash. So what does he need Ezra for? So Gemara says, "Doraito who the Teruma koshin." True. Doraito for Balkeri, it's asur for him to eat if he wants to eat teruma or koshin. However, after who tikin afilu the Torah, Ezra came and said that a person who wants to learn Torah also has to go to the mikvah, which we kind of don't do anymore because then people won't learn Torah. Okay, another set of halachot. We had Ezra's 10, now we have other things for Yerushalayim. Asad v'rim nemir Yerushalayim, we have 10 things said about Yerushalayim. En habayit halud ba, a house in Yerushalayim is never permanently sold, right? In general, if you sell a house, you have 1 year to buy it back, no questions asked. And then it also comes like Yavel. Yerushalayim, if you sell your house in Yerushalayim, you can always buy it back. The Ena meviyah eglah rufa, you never bring it eglah rufa. Eglah rufa is if a person dies outside a city, the city closest to that corpse has to break an animal's the calf's neck and saying that we didn't kill him and please forgive us. But we don't do Yerushalayim. Bein also does not become an Nidachat. Nidachat is a city that is, if majority of them are Zara, you burn it to you raze it to the ground. Ve'ena metameh b'gana'im, and it never will have tzarat. Ve'en motzi'in bazizin uzkuz teraot, and we don't extend beams out or balconies out over the streets. Ve'en osin ba'ashbatot, you don't make garbage dumps. Ve'en osin ba'kishnot, you don't make fire furnaces. Ve'en osin like big fire places, don't make a location of a fire. Ve'en osin ba'ginot barazot, don't make gardens or orchards. Ve'chutz mignot baradin, except for the special garden of roses that was established, which was established during the Nevi'im. Do not raise chicken, we mentioned it before. We don't keep a corpse there overnight. Okay, let's go through them. A house is not permanently sold. The pasuk says, the home that is that has a wall shall pass through, you purchase it forever. The kasavar, that pasuk seemingly holds. Since this house, the houses of Yerushalayim, the entire Yerushalayim was not divided through the Shabbatim, it doesn't fall under that halacha. There's no Aglarafal, the land that Hashem gives you to possess. Yerushalayim, the same answer. Yerushalayim was not given to possess, it was not divided. Another one, it does not become your city. Again, it's not one of your cities, it does not get divided, therefore, it does not fall under the Nidacha. It does not have tzirat. Right, in the hand of your possession, again, it's not part of the possessions, therefore it does not have tzirat. You don't extend beams and balconies because we don't want to create a tum'ah ohel overhanging something. Also, we don't want people getting hurt because everybody's marching up to Jerusalem during Shashar Regalim, and if things are extending out, they might get hurt. We don't make garbage dumps in Jerusalem because of we don't want the disgusting things to start growing around. We don't want fire locations because that will create smoke. We don't create gardens or orchards because of sircha. Two ways of explaining it. What sircha means. It either means bad or it smells bad or bad stuff. So the difference is, one opinion holds that it's when you uproot the garden to replant, etc., it'll create those stuff, garbage, making the Yerushalayim not so pretty. Or when you fertilize the land, it'll make it smell better. Okay. You don't raise chickens because of meat that might get touched by the chicken, and it also might touch tameh stuff. Therefore, it'll become tameh. We mentioned it before. We don't keep a corpse in Yerushalayim overnight. That is halacha Moshe min Sinai. Okay. We do not raise pigs in Yerushalayim. Why? Flashback to Masechet Ota, I believe. When the sons of the Chashmonaim, right, the Chashmonaim were the ones who originally saved the story of Hanukkah, they were Kohanim though. And Hashem said that the kingdom shall stay in the Shevet Yehuda, but they were Shevet Levi. And even though they won, they were supposed to hand over the kingship to Yehuda. And when they didn't, they started having problems. So one set of sons, after the father died, they started fighting for the throne. and they ended up hiring Roman generals to help them, and the Roman generals basically overtook it. So when they were fighting, Hurkunus was inside Jerusalem and Aristobulus was outside, the generals. It was a stalemate, but they would raise dinar coins over the wall. And they would sell them, basically give them lambs to use as korbanot. The inside Jerusalem, there was a guy who knew the wisdom of Greek. He told them through this method of talking, as long as they're doing their korbanot, you will not win them. The next day, when they lowered their coins, instead of putting a lamb, it put a pig. Once it reached halfway up the wall, it dug its hooves into the wall. And Eretz Yisrael shook when the pig stuck its legs inside. It stuck its hooves inside. The whole Eretz Yisrael shook. At that time they said, curses the man who raises pigs, and curses the one who teaches his son the Greek wisdom. And by the way, the idea of pigs is not a joke. I know people who don't say the word pig, they'll spell it out P-I-G. It's like a very, very bad thing. You shouldn't touch them, obviously, you shouldn't raise them, etc. Okay, also during that time they taught, when you bring the Korban Omer, right, to allow yourself to eat the new barley, new grain, you should bring it from this certain place, Gagot Serifin, and when you bring the Shtei Halechem for Shavuot, you bring it from that place. Okay. And Gemara says, 1 second, in the Greek wisdom you know how to have, Amar Rabbi said, Be'eretz Yisrael, Lashon Sursi Lama Olo Lashon HaKodesh. Why do we speak the Syrian language? Or Lashon HaKodesh, or Lashon HaBeit. We speak either Lashon HaKodesh or the Greek language. Amar Rabbi said, Bavel, Lama, Lashon Arami Lama, how can we only speak Aramaic? Or Lashon Kodesh, or Lashon Parsi. We should either speak Lashon Kodesh or Persian. But we do see in the first half that he encouraged to speak Greek. How we say not? Gemara says, Lashon Yivani Lahud, 1 second. No problem speaking Greek language. You shouldn't learn the Greek wisdom. It's different. Okay. You're not allowed to use Greek wisdom. Rabban Shimon can say that what? My eye cries on all of the tragedies that happened. What happened? There were 1,000 men who used to learn by my father. 500 of them learned Torah. 500 of them studied Greek wisdom. Right, that was the kick right there. But we're going to finish the story. And the Masechet Gittin talks about how they got slaughtered, and only one who left is me, and my cousin in Asya. So we see that they learned it. So how can we say it's asur? The house of Rabban Gamliel was different. They were close to the kingdom, the monarchy, therefore they needed to know the language, the wisdom. However, in general, that's asur. We have another better that's similar. Komi, someone who cuts his hair in the komi style, it's like a certain type of Greek way. Greek haircut. It's like the Amoraim, which is like Avodah style. After the most better of Reuven, this guy was allowed to cut his hair that way. He was close to the king, and therefore he had to dress like them. And therefore, also Rabban Gamliel also was able to speak in the Greek wisdom because he was close to the kingdom. Okay. To kill a person should not raise dog is tied with chains. So number 9. You can't use raise the dog unless it's tied with a chain. You can raise the dog in a city that's near the border. You can tie it during the day and release it at night when it's not dangerous anymore. Tanya, anyone hurt anybody. Tanya, Bretta says, one raises dogs is like one raises pigs. Okay, what does the difference that make? It says, it includes him in the same curse of the Torah that says, curse is the one who raises pigs. You also get the curse for raising dogs. Bavel is like a border city of Eretz Yisrael. They also say in Hadra is they're able to raise dogs there because they are considered the border cities and it's mutar to raise there. Okay, we'll stop here. Baruch Amen. Amen.